family is dealing with the unimaginable, the death of a child.
Egan police say that the child's brother admitted to accidentally shooting him. 13-year-old Suhaib Hassan died inside his family's home on Silver Bell Circle yesterday afternoon. Police say that he and his 15-year-old brother found their dad's gun and they began to play with it while their parents were out. Investigators say the older brother accidentally fired one shot at Suhaib's chest. Nina Mooney was speaking with the children's relatives today. This is so tragic. I mean, it's just so sad.
And it breaks your heart for the whole family, for everybody, Frank. The family heartbroken about what happened. Police tell us they do believe this was an awful accident, but they're investigating what exactly led up to that accident. Suhaib Hassan's relatives say even in a family of 7 children, the friendly 13-year-old stood out for his bright smile. The family wrote down some thoughts. Suhaib's aunt told us talking about what happened is too painful right now. They say losing a child differs from all other losses in that it is the most painful loss of all. There aren't enough words in any language to express the devastation his death has brought to all of us. Egan police tell us Suhaib and his older brother found their father's 9mm handgun when they were home alone yesterday. Police say it was not loaded, but the magazine with cartridges was nearby. At some point, police say the boys loaded the gun, then thought it was unloaded.
While playing cops and robbers, the 15-year-old male accidentally fired one shot at his 13-year-old brother, striking him in the chest.
He called 911, and police say he told dispatchers Suhaib had been running with a knife and fell on it. But when officers showed up, they say he admitted he accidentally shot his little brother.
I believe at the time he was very scared because he knew that he wasn't supposed to be playing with a firearm, and he was concerned that he was going to get in trouble for that.
Police say they don't expect to make an arrest.
This is an unfortunate tragedy for both the family and the community.
But police say they are investigating this incident. Again, they'll report to the Dakota County attorney who would ultimately decide if any charges will be filed. The family told me they are consulting with an attorney today. The brothers were also home with their 11-year-old sister, but police say she did not witness the shooting.
And Nina, I know we don't know the circumstances of this case, but what's Minnesota law when it comes to storing a gun?
Right. There are specific steps that you're supposed to take, Frank. State law says a person can be found guilty of a gross misdemeanor if they store or leave a loaded firearm where a child is likely to gain access to it. Police say they believe in this case, again, the gun was not loaded initially, but was found next to the ammunition.
And we're not sure specifically where they found it.
Right.
Okay. Thanks, Nina.
We begin with new information today on the death of an Egan boy.
Authorities late this afternoon saying he died during a tragic game of cops and robbers with his brother.
This is a picture of the young victim, 13-year-old Suhaib Hassan. KARE 11's Diana Pierce is following our top story tonight. Diana?
Well, Randy and Julie, this certainly is a sad story. It all began to unfold yesterday morning when Egan police officers received a call from a 15-year-old boy saying his 13-year-old brother was unresponsive and bleeding. The older boy initially told police his brother accidentally stabbed himself with a knife inside their home. Firefighters and paramedics arrived on the scene and tried to save the young boy, but he died inside the home. A short time later, his brother confessed and told authorities the two were playing cops and robbers and that he'd accidentally shot his younger sibling. He also told police they just recently discovered their father owned a handgun.
The boys found the 9mm pistol inside of the home. They began to play with the gun, and sometime during the incident, the gun was loaded and then believed to have been unloaded by one of the boys.
Well, the boy's 11-year-old sister was home at the time. She was not injured, and according to authorities, she did not witness the shooting. Now, at this point, no one is in custody, and authorities say while this is a horrible accident, the facts of the case will be presented to the Dakota County Attorney's Office for review.
So sad. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Di.
Police are calling it a horrible accident. A game of cops and robbers turns deadly.
Police are saying that a 13-year-old Egan boy was accidentally shot to death by his older brother Sunday morning with their father's handgun. Fox 9's Jonathan Cho is live with the latest on this investigation. And Jonathan, what did they say happened here?
Yeah, Kelsey, Egan police say 13-year-old Suhaib Hassan was accidentally shot by his older brother inside their home as they stayed there alone. Somehow, the brothers got their hands on their father's 9mm pistol, loaded it, then unloaded it, thinking it was safe. Suhaib was shot once in the chest. He collapsed and died at the scene. Now, this young man attended Black Hawk Middle School in Eagan, where teachers, parents are mourning this young man's loss.
He always smiled. He made me smile too. He liked soccer, I knew that.
13-year-old Suhaib Hassan was an 8th grader at Black Hawk Middle School in Eagan.
It's not okay. Not at all. Couldn't imagine not coming to pick him up, not having him here.
Many parents are still learning about this accident during after-school pickup. Some students are trying to understand why this happened.
The teachers said to stay strong. If they can't stay strong, then they can talk to the counselors if they need any help.
Police say Suhaib's 15-year-old brother called 911 Sunday morning around 11, saying his younger brother had accidentally stabbed himself inside their home on the 1700 block of Silver Bell Circle. But police now say that was a lie.
I believe at the time he was very scared because he knew that he wasn't supposed to be playing with a firearm, and he was concerned that he was going to get in trouble for that.
After further questioning, the 15-year-old admitted shooting his younger brother in the chest during a game of cops and robbers after finding their father's 9mm pistol.
At some point during the incident, the boys did put the magazine in, and then the magazine was removed.
Thinking it was safe, Suhaib died at the scene. A younger sister was also home, but their parents were away when this happened. In this quiet cul-de-sac, no one inside Suhaib's home would comment, but one neighbor who did not want to go on camera told me the family was renting this house and the kids would always wave hello. Black Hawk Middle School recently lost another student. About 2.5 months ago, 8th grader Patrick Schoonover collapsed on the ice during a hockey game due to a heart defect.
It is tragic, and when you have multiple tragedies, it can compound that and make it even more difficult for individuals involved, including adults.
Police say this investigation is ongoing, but no one is expected to be arrested. However, this case has now been turned over to the Dakota County Attorney's Office for review. Live from Eagan, Jonathan Cho, Fox 9 News. Guys, back to you.
Incredibly sad.